So yeah, we need to break this range. We need to stay above 17,950 on NQ. The algo's sweet, dude. I got here. Let me pull up my this year. This year I got a 68.85% win rate and then a 7% break even. So I'm in the 70% overall win rate, and um, my profit is pretty nice. I did a recap last night. So yesterday's trading day. I try to do them every night. I had a family emergency last week, so I was off I wasn't trading at all. But whenever I'm trading, I'll do one today. And I'm gonna start putting out more educational stuff on the algo and like how to use the algo, more so than just what I'm recapping my trades. So different ways to find levels, different ways to find support and resistance zones, different trade ideas, different setups, stuff like that. Yeah, I seem to hover around 70%. Yeah, I'm gonna post them. I mean, like I said, the futures trade reviews are where I post those trade reviews, and then I'm gonna start posting more stuff in the coaching. Simon also posts a bunch of stuff on how he uses the algo. We use it a little bit differently. So the biggest thing is you want to match if you do decide like you're interested in it. The biggest thing is matching the algo with your personality and how you like to trade, right? So when you want to use it to complement your trading style. Which there's a bunch of different ways to trade it. So you can scalp it, you can look for longer moves. Simon scalps it more. I look for kind of the bigger extensions. So it's whatever kind of fits your personality. What's up, Brian?
Hey man, how are you?
I'm doing well, sir. How you doing?
Good. Just seeing what's going on in the market. Looking at did you catch the downside yesterday when Powell came on?
I did. I did. I didn't catch all of it, but I caught some of it, and then I took some pretty dumb, just off process trades that I took some losses
Mhm.
on, and then I caught that really nice short end of the day, so it all worked out. But
Yeah. I forgot he was talking and I was trying to qualify an account. I was short, luckily. And it quickly qualified, let's just put it that way.
yeah,
I was like, whoa. And then I realized, well, it's because he's talking right now. And you know, we'll see. I think I don't know. My gut says we're going to go down today, but I am not sure yet. Just kind of looking at things. A minute till open. Where are we? We're right around resistance.
yeah. I have
Let's see.
17,950 is kind of a big pivot level. Um, so we'll
17,950.
see if we kind of hold that. We broke above it for like
Yeah.
10
Okay.
minutes yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can go and hide as many channels as you want. You could have you could have all of them but one open if you wanted to. So completely customizable in the channels and roles. You can also set, like if you want alerts for specific stuff, you can click on the roles to have them added. So if you want 0DT alerts, notifications, you can kind of add that stuff to the, um, however you want to see it, basically. What's up, Neeks?
What's up? What's up?
Dude, you sound like you just woke up.
I did.
Yeah, sounds about right. All right, so 17,950. Let's seems to still be alive. Let's put.
Big pullback.
My husband.
Yep. Edit. Reload, recalculate. I really hate that you can't reload and recalculate all charts at once. It's so annoying. Do you see how that works, Majid? For the channels and roles, you can kind of clean it up. Really hope we break this range today.
Hopefully, yeah.
Or if we don't, we just get like a gnarly range day with like 70-point moves just back and forth. That would actually be the most ideal. I would love that. Retail equity sentiment is 66% short. Is VIX still at like 18 or something like that?
It's coming down pretty aggressively. It's at 1783.
Didn't crypto get like a nice lift last night?
I don't think so. It's the same.
Oh yeah, 62. I bought um I bought 10 Sol of Obima.
Did you? Is it up?
Yeah, it's up 2 Sol right now. I mean, overall Obima's
Odds
down, but the position is up from my entry.
are.
Alright, there was a trap right there. Long. Wasn't paying attention. Neeks, did you grab that?
No.
I was listening to you talk about Abima.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's up 10 points. Entry was 32, right?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
But
I was looking at it before you were talking. I was like, I want to come below. I want to trap this range at like 93. Be good for me.
Yeah.
A dot. That blue dot up at 93.
That tiny little gap was still in the range overnight. What was Pal even talking about yesterday? Because things got super wonky in the afternoon.
I
I
have
didn't
no
really
idea. I
listen
didn't
to it.
watch.
I don't either. Ben sent me a DM. He's like, "Are you trading this right now?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Can you get back on live?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So me and him traded till like 5 Eastern when the futures market closed. And then I had a couple contracts that I got in at 888 or something like that, 788, and and I swung those through and got a nice lift on them. All right, potential short trap here. Damn, my Sierra's being slow today.
What's your entry for the short?
41.
Gotcha.
$41.
We'll try it.
Yeah, doesn't look terrible.
I like that we're not snapping these highs with a lot of pressure. It's good.
Yeah. Wonder where the 32 is going to be what we need to beat if it goes. Something to be aware of. We are making a head and shoulders trap, or we could potentially be making a head and shoulders trap.
Okay. Don't love how we're not getting some follow through right away. There we go. That's nice.
There's 10
Thank you.
points.
Thank you. Thank you. 15.
There's 20 points.
Yep. Fucking big bong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Easy.
Where's
Easy.
where's everyone? Where's Dylan? Hope he's not blowing accounts right now, man.
Yeah, me too.
I woke up to a pretty cool email saying my payout got approved today. I'm stoked.
Nice. What's that one for?
Another 20, baby.
Oh my god, dude, you're killing it.
Thanks, brother.
That's a fucking awesome, dude.
How many accounts is that?
I have 10.
Yeah, but you pulled 20 G's like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, like a month ago.
Oh my
My withdrawal total for like from the first of the year is 48,000 so far.
god. Oh, that's fantastic.
I'm stoked.
Yeah, those are big boy numbers.
Yeah. I'll be back in a second though. Gotta go to the bathroom. If I miss
Alright,
a trap, I miss a trap. I'll be right back.
Pretty wild, Matt.
what, Neeks?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Dude, I
Great.
know. Could you imagine being like not even 21 and making that kind of money? I was definitely not doing that at 21.
Did you
All
go
right.
long from 17?
I did not. I was about to say that though. There's a long trap there.
Hmm. VIX is dumping. Could see some nice upside here. The about to go over sold on that. Okay, let's see what ES does up here.
I still have one contract that's short for my that position earlier. Easy. We did make like a supernova long.
It's moving a little too slow for my liking, personally.
All right, I'm back. Looks like I missed a nice double bottom entry there, huh?
Yeah, a little supernova.
Yeah, not bad. Do you take it or no?
No, I didn't.
Sure. I think it's funny that Simon expects us to be able to read those levels that he posts in that channel. It's like,
I don't even look at them.
I'm like, dude, are you fucking with me right now?
Oh, that's funny.
Uh,
Yeah, you have to look at them like on your phone so you can zoom in.
zoom in.
That's hilarious, dude. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Simon. Quite the lad.
Quite the lad.
Right. Let's see what we got here.
Hopefully
Everybody
down. I
above
still
us
have
took.
one contract short.
Hmm. Right on. Yeah, I think we. Sorry, yeah, I was literally just gonna say before I just dumped. I was gonna say I think we sweep the lows here and we take out that range, kind of like 90s. I think that should be your target. Watched your review yesterday. It was solid.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a little longer than normal, but it was kind
Yeah,
of.
but I still watched it. It's good info. I was cracking up though. At the beginning, you were like, "These are the steps that I take," but I didn't get this one, so whatever. I was like,
There's 30 points on the short from entry.
"Nice."
Come on, fill the fucking gap. What would that be? What would a gap fill give me?
What's your entry? Damn.
41.
I mean, pre-market low was 17,778. That was at like 2 a.m.
41 to 893 is like almost 50 points, 48 points. So 48 times 2, $880 a contract.
Yeah.
Look at me, educated.
Educated. I can do math.
Educated. Dude, I changed the setting in my matter. You wanna on a 40 series GPU?
Yeah, the 4070.
Oh, right on. I went in my settings last night on my desktop into like um the GeForce, like if you right click your desktop or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and I changed a color setting. I turned up my digital vibrance, and everything looks so much nicer. I turned it on for gaming actually, but it makes my charts look kind of cool.
I might do that. There's 40 points right
Nice,
there.
good work. Alrighty, here's this 90 level. If it prints, I'll take a stab at 902 long.
Yeah.
But if it keeps just fading, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm gonna close this if we get back above 900.
Mm-hmm.
We will.
All right, new entry's 96. If it prints down again, though, I'm gonna cancel it. All right, I got it 96 and a half. Stop is gonna be 81. Right on, Tasia. Best of luck to both of us, my brother.
Where did he get in at?
96 and a half.
Yeah.
Entry. I'm de-risking now since I'm already up on the day. I'm on 4 micros right now, just chilling. So that if I lose this trade, I'm still green. You know.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Like that rejection off the bottom there. That was good.
Yeah, it was solid. I grabbed some at 900, and then I grabbed some down in the 80s, so I have an average of 94.
Okay. Do something, you fucker.
They're pushing pretty hard on the 40 tick. Well, it did something, Neeks.
Did.
It did. Alright, back to yesterday's close.
Okay, wow, this thing looks like it wants to just die.
Oh, we got Ronnie in here. We got some new people too, it looks like. What's up, everybody? Long 86 from Tasia. Don't hate that. Market might hate it though. The NQ gods. What's up, Stapes?
Might be haters. They might be haters. I think they're haters, Tasia.
Definitely haters. Definitely haters. So blue dots star down prints on the 40 tick. So level for buyers to beat is 94. This is gonna make me sad. Alright, I'll let you guys up, I suppose.
Morning, guys. Yeah, it turns out they are haters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Momo, 560, you say? What's the difference between SPX and ES? It's like minus 11 or something like that. What's the conversion? Or 14? Does anybody know?
Mhm.
It's something dumb. And SPY's like divided by 10 plus something. Let me pull up an SPX chart.
We're about 70% retraced to pre-market low.
So SPX is at 50, 60-ish. So it's actually 40-ish points. Because ES is 5101. So yeah, 40 points, a 40-point difference. Yeah, 100%. I know what you're doing. I do the same thing. I trade QQQ options off the NQ chart. Damn, though, that's fucked. I would have been up 100 points. Oh, I paper handed that and took a loss on a long. That is upsetting.
Happens, bro.
Yeah. That it does.
Upstate, you take anything?
Yeah, I took a long in the morning. And then I tried it again and got stopped. So I'm down like 5 points right now.
Okay, got you. Yeah, man. Nice, nice W pattern here.
The old W, you say?
The old W. Yes.
Nice trade, Momo.
Going on, guys?
Up, Ronnie?
Not much, man. Not much. Not much. Finishing up a call, watching this, and seeing what anyone took a trade. That was a nice short
Yeah, me and Matt
around
caught some of it.
938, 937 on there.
Yep, yep,
That
exactly.
was a nice short.
I got in at 41.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got stopped at
41.
900. And then it went another 60
You
points.
got stopped at 900?
Yeah. I got
Yeah,
40.
well, I
I
don't feel
got
sorry for
41
you.
points.
Yeah, poor man. You got stopped out with 40 points plus. Yeah, I feel your pain.
Yeah.
I feel the pain,
Womp
brother.
womp.
It's just the contracts, Majid. So NQ is like the minis, and then MNQ is the micros. What are micros? Like $2 a point?
Expensive.
$2 a point.
Expensive.
Yeah.
And then minis are 20.
Yeah, but they're expensive. The fees are a little bit more expensive than the minis, I think.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even look at that stuff. I have no clue. The old W.
That's
Post that in the
what I want, baby.
post that in the futures chat.
Okay.
The old W. That's hilarious. Oh my god.
Just like XSP and SPX. Maybe Matt can give you some more knowledge. I don't trade options.
Just like XSP and SPX. Yeah, I mean, if XSP is just a smaller deviation of SPX, then yeah. I've never traded XSP. S&P 500 mini SPX options index. Yeah. Same thing, I just looked it up. What's the one for NQ? NDX?
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
the
so, yeah.
half
Yeah.
settled one.
All right. If it
20,
gives it to me, I'll take 54 entry. Ooh. Oh, maybe not.
yeah, order quote.
$45 is a long trap. But
Mine's 48, but if it prints down, it might be dead.
yeah. Also, we just stuffed that star up pretty hard. It is outside the channel, but coming up on yesterday's low.
about 80% retraced to pre-market low.
Yeah, that long is dead. Fuck.
So NDX is like the options, like trading options on the index. NQ is trading futures contracts. So does that make more sense? I've never traded NDX. I usually just trade QQQ if I'm going to take options on NQ. Little reaction off of yesterday's low. 17,818. Where's top trade been? I might want to see to go long some rotations because we're just making lower high, lower high, lower high.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took two long stops on the 50 footprints, and we haven't even touched the channel in like 45 minutes. So yeah,
Yeah,
top of the channel. So yeah, fuck that.
makes it not worth it.
Not worth it. Yep. 15 tick, on the other hand, is working better, but I would say the odds of those trades winning are lower. But like, when you only need to get to like 10 and 15 for that to be a win, it's a lot easier. But I don't think it's worth it.
I made a new Twitter account last night for like flow future specific stuff, and I'm gonna start putting out some more educational, I guess, content on trade ideas, trade setups, stuff that I like, along with the trade review videos.
Very cool.
I'm definitely gonna be talking some shit today. Paper handing the fucking short. Do we have any news today?
No.
I think so, man.
Oh, Obima. Obima. Nothing like a little shitcoin trading while NQ is slow. Waiting for SPY to close the gap. Is it close? SPY. Eight 50328. Back at yesterday's low on NQ. New level to beat is about 35, 835. See if we can go test this overnight low on NQ.
Yeah, 778.
I think I'd put a long in on that. I think I'd give it a little shot.
Thing that we did just print a a blue dot star up on the 24. Technically is a trap.
Oh yeah, that gave a pretty quick release.
Yeah. 24 to 40 really quick. It's 15 points. Wish I took it.
ES with a nice release up.
Oh, that long was really nice.
Well, at least we finally got to the top of the channel.
Yep.
Finally start getting some good action.
Yeah, there's a short 40, 44. If you're so inclined. Did anybody take it as short?
Yeah, I took it at 47.
Oh, Neeks, you're a sick puppy.
You know it. Stop is going to be 61.
Simon just texted me the 100 emoji.
What do you mean?
Like the 100 with the two lines under it.
Oh, for what? Out of nowhere?
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesus, dude. I'll leave it to Simon to do some shit like that.
I wish I could send back the dancing emoji. The dancing alien.
Yeah.
Let's see if you caught the short. What was your stop on that, Neeks?
61.
Did you get tagged? Or no?
Nah. No, not quite yet. Here we go. There's my 10. Fuck you. Mom. That was close, though. It was like 3 points from my stop. I'll take it. Oh, that's already 7:30. Fuck. Might just be done. God, I wish I capitalized more on that short in the morning. Fuck.
Yeah, dude, it's made me not even want to fucking trade. I'm just playing on my phone, trying not to look at it. I got like 3 Zens in right now. It's bad. I'm pissed, man. Oh, usually I
That's
don't do
so
that.
funny. Hey, where did Dylan go? He just fucking disappeared?
Yeah, he's been doing that recently.
Better not have fucking blown the account again, dude. I swear to God.
I'll ask him.
Usually when he's silent like that, it means he did some stupid shit. I only know that because I speak from experience.
Yeah,
I'm quiet because
100%.
I'm doing stupid shit.
100%.
give this thing like 5 or 10 more minutes to figure out, see if I can get another trade. But if not, I'm just gonna be done, I think.
He said he had to hop on a call.
Does he work like a job, or is he just chilling?
I think he's just trading. I texted him back.
Gotcha.
I said, "We're in here taking bets on if you blew your accounts because you just disappeared."
At least you give it to him straight.
Yeah, man, you know me.
Yeah, you don't fuck around.
Nope.
The
No reason
straightest shit
to.
I've ever seen.
Yeah. He said, "Love the faith in the kid." uh.
Oh my god, it's too fucking funny. Love the faith in the kid.
Were you on
Oh Jesus.
Monday, Neeks, when we were talking about when me and Dylan were out in Raleigh on Saturday night?
No, I wasn't on.
Dude, it was so funny. The amount of dudes that came and started hitting on him. I was like,
Dylan?
yeah, dude, I just started walking away. I was like, this is weird, dude. Like,
Yeah, Raleigh is like very gay city.
yeah, I
Nobody
had
really knows
no
that.
clue.
It is extremely gay.
At first, I was like,
What
what the
what
fuck? I was like, why the fuck do these guys keep coming up and talking to you? And he's like,
what
dude,
bar
we
what
went
bar
and
was this
watched the
at?
fights at Teats, I think is what it was called. And then we went to the corner clubhouse. Clubhouse. I think that's what it
I'm
was
pretty sure
called.
Clubhouse is explicitly a gay bar.
Nah, dude, there was hella girls there.
That's not like that doesn't rule it out.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Let me see if that's what it was called. Damn, maybe I should be a little suspect of Dylan now. That's terrible. Uh,
Just respond back to no faith in the kid. Be like, are you gay?
oh, that's
Cut that, cut that,
foul.
cut that.
That's so
The flip of
foul.
conversation, man. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, man.
Too funny, bro. All right, this thing needs to fucking do something, or else I'm gonna leave.
You're up pretty good on the day, aren't you?
Not really. I took a couple stabs at longs when I wasn't rotating. I'm up 140 per account, so better than a fork in the eye, but nothing crazy.
Yo, were any of you guys Canadian?
No, I think Top Trade's Canadian though.
Top Trade
Well,
is Canadian.
well, RIP to him because they are going to increase their capital gains to tax to 66%.
Oh my god.
Or for anything above 250K, but that's still,
I mean, still.
yeah.
Maybe
Oh
that's
man,
why Top Trade disappeared.
honestly, like a
He just got
W2 might
tax
actually pay
fucked.
better. Terrible. Ah, fuck, I gotta do my taxes this weekend. I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah, I just had to pay mine.
I just do the extension and then because like I always forget about it and I just deal with it the weekend after.
I went to the Oak Steakhouse in Raleigh. That was pretty good, Tasia.
Oh yeah, I had dinner with my parents there a few weeks ago. Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah, I went there. It was pretty solid.
I was like pleasantly surprised. It was like one of the better steakhouses I've been to.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I took one of my other buddies that lives down there. Me and him went, dropped a nice little 20-point
Yeah,
NQ
it's
trade on
crazy
dinner.
expensive. It is stupid expensive.
Yeah, but it was so good.
Yeah, I know. 100% worth it. Definitely the kind of place like I would literally save up money to go to even if I was poor.
Little kind of double bottom trap there at 30.
Hmm.
I didn't take it, but
Okay,
Yeah, I was willing.
we went to the Cornerstone Tavern in Teats.
No, Cornerstone's not a gay bar, but it's Raleigh's very gay, so
Yeah.
it could be these days.
I had to do some research, man. You freaked me out. I'm on Google Maps, like recollecting. All right, we were here, and then we walked this way, and Street View. Okay, this is where we were at. It's like,
fucking hilarious.
yeah, Cornerstone Tavern. It was cool though. It was better than the other place. The only reason we went to Teats was because they were the only place that was streaming the UFC 300.
Yeah, a lot of bars in Raleigh won't have like sporting events on. It's pretty odd.
Honestly, though, I wish I wasn't watching them because I was degenerately gambling and lost every bet that I took.
Yeah, I'm allergic to making money on sports bets. Like it never works.
I
Dude,
was
I've made
on.
money on sports bets even.
I was allergic on Saturday.
I was allergic on stuff.
Golly. Lauren, my lady, she was like, "Did you bet on the fights?" I was like, "Nope, sure didn't." She was like, "Sure. How much money did you lose?" I was like, don't worry about it.
Good to find somebody who understands you, though.
You're like, 10 G's.
No, it wasn't that bad. It was two grand.
All right, fuck it. I'm long 32.50.
Fuck it, I'm long.
You guys are sick.
They're micros and I'm bored. So that's my excuse. And of course, this is the one trade that works. Like, god damn it. I don't know. We got good rotations. Dot down, dot up, white dot pushing. So yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, kind of basing on yesterday's. Um,
You took your entry on the footprint, Deja?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
And it's a mini tweezers bottom. It'd be better if it was further apart, but whatever. Worst case, I'm about to lose $60.
Deja, what's your situation? Are you on PAs, evals? What do you got going?
I've got two PAs right now.
Mm.
I'm trading them on micros just because like the PA is kind of trash. But normally, yeah, I trade them on minis. But trading is like honestly my distant second focus behind my job.
Mm.
Like one of those stupid,
What,
easy, fully remote gigs. So like I'm pretty desperate to keep it. I am way overpaid for what I do.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I know, right? Like it's the dream scenario, like getting paid to do very little.
what funded accounts do you have? The 150s?
Yeah, two 150s at it via Apex.
Nice, man. Are you are you regularly getting paid from them or not quite yet?
I qualified them like 2 months ago. Took about a month off like vacation with the fam, and then I got a payout like last month of like combined like 2.5K. So like nothing serious amount, no serious amounts of money, but like proof of concept to like keep investing my time in it, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And I'm just gonna like now that like Apex is like kind of seems to be like quasi like endorsing the 1 day degen pass BS that you guys have like mastered. I'm just like not going. I'm just not gonna bother like qualifying accounts. I'm just gonna wait till those happen and then do that.
Yep,
Yeah.
CPI, FOMC,
Yeah,
and
it's like a
non-farm.
complete waste of effort to like
Mm-hmm.
qualify like $9,000 worth of profits. Do that.
Yeah.
All right,
I
if that
didn't,
After
dude.
trade
this, I got.
My
I
brackets
scaled
didn't
10 and
work.
I got stopped in my runner. So
My brackets didn't work on NFP, and I closed one of my accounts because I was getting them funded. It was like
Mhm.
plus 15K, and I was like, oh shit, they're not gonna pass this, but they passed it.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck, dude. It's
just to
crazy.
be
You can make
clear, like
500 grand and
they
they
don't
pass
care
you.
if you do that in an eval account, but they will reject it in a funded account.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's reasonable.
Oh, top trade's in here.
Oh,
The Canadian
hey,
income
top
tax
trade, you're
didn't
about to
kill
get
top trade.
fucked on taxes.
I pinged him twice in the futures chat. I was like, "You alive?" And I said, "Canada's new income tax killed top trade."
Dude, I'm Canadian too. Thank God I live in America now. Way better.
Trying to drive us out of the country.
Move south. It's better here.
All right, I've officially decided that price action is boring, and I'm not going to sit around and wait for this thing. So
Yeah, we're just
I'm
going
going to
sideways.
take my little bit of money and fuck off because this is like watching grass grow. But I will see you gentlemen uh, tomorrow morning.
Yeah, have a good day at school.
I'm going to school.
What are you in school for anyways? Like I always forget.
Communications and business.
Oh, solid.
Yeah, I
You
don't know
going
what I
back to
want to
bed
do
or
with
you
it.
going to class?
I'm going back to bed. I gotta wake up at 10 again and go to work.
Oh, good choice, good choice.
Yeah, this price action's fucking retarded, so fuck
Hey
off.
man, good for you for keeping your other job. I would have said fuck that.
I know you would have.
I would have said fuck that sideways. Cause you're what? You're 20? Or are you 21?
2022.
22?
Jesus.
Yeah, dude. I would say fuck that.
Yeah.
You're graduating this year then, right?
I'm graduating summer
Congratulations, man.
summer of next year actually. Because
So,
I did no, go ahead.
no, you got it. I'm gonna ask you a question once you're done.
Because I did like the JC route, so you're supposed to do 2 years at JC, but I did 3 because they fucked up my major like requirements, my transfer. I did 3 there, and then I'll do like 2.5 ish at ASU. But what's up, Matt?
For your payouts and stuff, are you reinvesting any of that in commons or anything like that, or are you just buying $4,000 computers and taking your girl to nice restaurants?
It's
I
ASU.
have
That's like the right school to go to have money at.
a Webull account that I opened. That's like a lot of like long dated stuff. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I don't have like a ton of money in there, but I'm gonna start putting some more in once I get this payout.
Just yo,
It's one of
max out
those.
your IRA.
You ever heard of an email that I just get? You ever heard of the Webull advisor accounts, Matt?
No.
Like an AI. It's like an AI trader.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's sweet. So I put a few $100 in there, and it tells you what everything it has. It has it's a lot of like S&P 500, like, I'll just send you a screenshot. I'm not really sure like what it means, but this is what it has in the portfolio.
Do you have a like a retirement account yet? Have you got into that world?
I have one
Can't
through my
start that
work.
early.
Do you contribute to it?
Yeah, like via my paychecks. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Do you make any additional contributions?
Mm-mm.
You should consider that.
Am I allowed to
Yeah,
have? I sent you a screenshot.
Your IRA can like you can use it to trade based on like what broker you use, which is what I do. And it's like it grows tax free up until like the day you withdraw when you're in your 60s. So like
Yeah, you
that
could have
compounding is
millions of
huge.
dollars.
Yeah, is that Roth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always forget the difference between Roth and traditional. So like,
They're just
not
their
financial
inverse.
advice.
A Roth is they take your tax like on a
Yeah,
essentially
one's
like a yearly basis or whatever, and then
yeah, one's
traditional is you keep all
pre-tax
your
and
money and then
one's
you pay the tax at
post-tax
the end.
dollars. That's all I know is like one's pre-tax money, one's post-tax money, and I forget which is which.
Yeah, I think traditional is you pay it all at the end, and then Roth is what you get to keep everything at the end.
But
Top
yeah,
They'll,
no, that
trade.
they'll tax
compounding
you
is
like,
huge.
Top
I have
trade's saying that we're stupid.
are we?
I have all my
Apparently,
divvies in that.
according to Top Trade. He says don't shit where
Trading
you put your
profits.
money into something different than the market.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Where you?
Yeah, for me, I only put a quarter of my trading profits back into trading. The other half goes into boomer shit.
Boomer shit, eh?
Yeah, like actually straight up buy bonds sometimes. It's very lame.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna open like my personal like portfolio though on a different platform and get like a bunch of. I want to get like a bunch of chip stocks.
Check out Interactive Brokers. They're a very good platform.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
use.
that's what Matt uses.
Fidelity is also very good, but not for options. It's just kind
I don't plan on trading options. I'm a
of
fucking degenerate. Put my
then
money
Fidelity
into a
would work.
long-term account and then YOLO it all in options.
Then Fidelity would work super well for you. Their price improvement.
I want to
Gotcha. All
build
right.
a dividends account or a dividends
Your dividend accounts
portfolio.
are sweet.
Yeah,
Get
I've
a
been
bunch of
doing
fucking Coca-Cola or some shit.
I've been doing that with Realty Income. Got like a 6% forward yield right now.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do it, but then I just keep putting money into shitcoins.
I I've been wanting to do a basket strategy to like ultra cheap Japanese net stocks, but like I can never find the time to like do the research and, put the list together.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Top Trade wants to come up. He's about to lay some heat down. Should we even lit him up?
Is he about to give us like
I don't care
actual
what you do. I gotta log off. I'll catch you boys tomorrow. Good luck.
Alright, Deeks. Good work today, buddy.
Thank you. Peace out, guys.
See ya. Mr. Top Trade.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey man.
It's pretty good.
You mentioned dividend payers. I actually retired from using dividend paying stocks, and then I got into like Asian, like Japanese net stocks for a couple of years. And then I ran businesses for a few years, and now I trade full time basically. I still have a couple companies.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, so it was like 2008. I got serious about investing. By the end of so 2009 was awesome. I made the right trades. I leveraged a lot to get into the market, and then 2013 I didn't have to work anymore. I basically lived off dividends since then.
Dude, that's sick. Yeah, that's awesome.
Do you have a list of stocks that you invested in that were focused on dividends? Still, do you have like an
Yep.
old list? Would you be able to post it
Yeah,
or be open to
so it's gonna change over time, right? Like at that time, the banks got destroyed, and basically bought the banks. I'm Canadian, and I bought mostly Canadian banks. I just bought the shit out of them. Like I leveraged everything, house, all loans, everything. I bought Canadian banks with way more than I was than I should have. Placed a big bet on it. Yeah, but then dividends paid off the loans and then paid for how we've lived for the last, I don't know, 10 years.
Dude,
More
that's
than that.
incredible.
All right, so we retraced 100% to the pre-market level.
Yeah, I'm
Holy
looking for
crap!
a
Yeah, the
long.
market just moved. I told you that like net investing is interesting. I read all the Benjamin Graham books and looked at how like Buffett started and all that, and started buying. But really quick, you'll find that it's a very slow process.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
No, it's like a 1 to 2, 3+ year hold for these kind of places. Yeah, that's how I've like
yeah,
mentally budgeted it.
yeah. I
Like
think
even in microcap investing, like you'll spend like 1 to 3 years with like dead money, and then it'll just like quintuple in a month. Like there's your like 20% CAGR.
yeah. But I think for me, I like my money to be a movement. Like I need to see it turn around much more often. So sort of like this day trading is working out very well. So you look at how many times how many tries at bat you have,
Yeah,
and that tends to determine how quickly you can turn your money. And if you have a decent win rate, the money multiplies way faster than any buy and hold. But it's also you're also putting your money at it's at risk, but it's more often, but it's for very short periods of time. It's something that the long-term investors tend to miss, and I missed for years. Is my money is only at risk for minutes at a time instead of years at a time. It's much easier to figure out what's going to happen in the next 2.5 minutes than the next 2.5 years. I
definitely
messed that
accurate.
up for years. I did good with the dividend stuff, but looking back, if I was actively trading, if I knew what I was doing and actively traded, I would have done 10 times better. Easily 10 times better.
Dang, that's saying a lot because you just said you retired off of it.
Yeah, it was a long, slow road, and I could have had a totally different life instead of just living well. I could have had a different, lived in a different universe of wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The other things,
I had a similar thing like that where like I was in grad school like when the pandemic happened. So like I had no money to buy the dip with, but like I bought it with like what little I could and like what poverty loans I could get because nobody lends money to unemployed grad students, or at least nobody's smart. And like yeah, same thing. Like I pretty much top bottom tick the low on the market, but doing that with 5 grand gets you dick all nothing. But if
yeah,
I'd done that with like 100 grand, if like I could have now, yeah, same thing. Like I could have retired myself at that point. Like I was pretty bummed, honestly.
yep.
And like
But you had
just
the
to
right
make
idea.
things
That's
cosmically
and
worse.
you found out, right? Like that's the thing is you need quite a large capital base to start, and
Yeah,
then it takes years.
yeah, not getting knocked out on every little drawdown is like 99% of the battle. And like just to make it cosmically even worse, like the literal bottom tick of the market came on my actual birthday, and I like
Hmm.
was too broke to really take advantage of it.
Oh well. I was buying through from September 2008 to February, March 2009.
God damn.
I I was buying nonstop basically.
How old are you, Top Trade?
46.
46.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you had like an adult job at that point, actual income.
Yeah, man, I worked in tech and I was doing pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, having an income now is like huge because like same thing, like I do something similar. Like I'm just like blindly buying every week, like regardless of what's happening, and it's gotten me some
Mm.
very good cost basis positions.
I just grabbed 20
Yeah.
points on a long.
What was your entry on that? Like I was looking long, but I just couldn't figure an entry out.
It was 80. It was the trap that I said I was waiting for earlier. That I said I'd go long on the overnight low.
Uh, what? So like, were you using like a level? Like you would just close back in on the level? that you entered on, or was there an algo? Because like I'm just not seeing it.
So there wasn't an algo fire, but it did trap that 17,778, which is the overnight low that we were talking about like 30 minutes
Gotcha.
ago.
Okay, so yeah, it was a trap of the level. Okay.
Yeah, trap of the low.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I look for like algos on those, but yeah, I might have to reevaluate. I've seen those work like quite a bit.
Something else Neeks was saying earlier about like putting money into the market. I got to say, it's one of those like, yeah, don't eat where you shit kind of thing. Is or where you eat like make your money in the market. You know, turn your money over, make money, but then find a place to put the money elsewhere, like different types of real estate investing and businesses. Get it out of the market. It's too easy. You have your money in a trading account or any kind of market account to all go in one direction or have the market go in one direction and end up blowing your your nest egg up. So like what you do day to day, I think like for me, I want some diversification from where my long term money is sitting. I can't
Yeah,
have the
that makes sense.
market market drops 20%. There's some cataclysmic event, and now my retirement, my kids' money is screwed. Like I can't have that. I need
Yeah,
some other.
having like multiple bets in different uncorrelated sectors is huge. Like it's helped a lot with my stress levels too. Matt,
I mean,
how do you handle it with like your trading profits?
Um, Honestly, a lot of my profits are going into flow and data fees and server fees and
Well, I mean, yeah, you're basically investing in a business, so yeah, it makes
yeah,
sense.
so
yep.
we've been doing this for a while, kind of building out our tech, but data's expensive, servers are
Yeah.
expensive.
Yo, that was the most surprising part to me is like how fucking expensive data gets.
Dude, it's
Mm.
insane. It blows
Like,
my mind. And they
how is
always
that not a
slide in
waste?
these like crazy fees, and it's just like, what? Like, it doesn't even make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't get where the cost is. Like, how is that not a race to the bottom on pricing? Like that pricing power is like endured, which is very
Yeah.
confusing.
Mhm. Have you
I
guys
do
worked with data?
contribute. Oh, sorry about that.
Sorry, I just said Data Bento as a data provider.
Yeah, so that's actually, I had a meeting with them last week because
Oh, cool.
I'm up 50 points on this long.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Um, so there's, from a perspective of the exchanges, there's not really much that you can get around, right? Um,
Mm. Yeah.
so Oprah is 1500 just to redistribute the data. Um, and then it's $1.25 for non-professional and 33 per professional per user per month, and then
Mm.
$2,000 just to manipulate the data. So like we're about to launch a bunch of like analytics on options, like gamma stuff, a bunch of flow stuff, just some useful, what we think will be useful for the users. And we have to pay the Oprah fees, and we also pay CBOE for
Mm-hmm.
just basic equities, tick by tick data, volume
Mm.
stuff, like all their kind of live things. And then we
Yeah.
pay Polygon on top of that in order to use kind of their web sockets in our system.
Okay.
So Data Bento, um, long term, they don't use WebSockets. They use some other kind of feed, which is not kind of how our current system is built. So to switch it
Oh.
over didn't make sense. Long term, it would make
Mm.
more sense because it would save us a little bit of money with Polygon. but
Yeah.
polygons, they've been, really cool to work with. And they've been very, very helpful. So, but yeah, we have checked out Data Bento.
Cool. They'd shown up years ago when they were just starting out. It was it was a lady that was starting it, and I remember getting some like marketing emails early on, and come check out this data. I didn't have any direct use for it at the time. I just remember that they were it looked like they wanted to quote unquote disrupt the industry with better pricing.
Yeah.
That might be useful.
I am short 31.25 BT dubs. Orange dot up, double dots down outside the channel on footprint. Blue dot down outside the channel on 24 tick. So, yep.
Yeah, Data Bento is 4,000 for their options feed and 825 for their basic equities feed. And then you'd have to pay Oprah on top of that.
Like per user on top.
Yeah, plus the 1,500 redistribution plus the 2,000 to manipulate the data. So 3,500 plus price per user goes to Oprah per month, and then 4,000 would go to Data Bento just for the options, right? So $7,000, and then to put equities on
Wow.
top of that, it was another $800, which is a better kind of deal than Polygon is. But the way that we have stuff structured with Polygon right now, it makes more sense to stick with them for at least the next year or so, because they've been more flexible with their pricing on what they need. You can't get around the exchanges, like you have to pay that. But
Yeah.
Polygon's been more flexible than Data Bento was willing to be.
Yeah.
And then
It's quite a barrier to entry.
it's annoying. And then we use Azure as our kind of back-end server stuff, and that's 22,000. It's like between 2,000 and 2,200 a month, which seems ridiculously expensive to me, but according to the devs, it's good for scaling, so they wanted to use Azure.
Yep.
But yeah, so I guess to answer your question, a lot of money goes into Flow. My lady is in NP school, and so kind of helping her get through that. And then she's not working because of all of her clinicals and stuff. She works like occasionally on the weekends in the ICU. But so putting her through school and stuff like that definitely eats up some trading money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to trading to make a living is much harder than people realize.
Yeah.
You got to keep pulling money out as you make it. It eats away from at some point you want to have like a number where you can keep trading that. Like I know some old some traders have been trading for like decades, and they've been at like the same dollar level in their accounts for like 15 years. They just keep pulling it out regularly. They trade it as a proper job. Like they've got like X amount of dollars in the account. That's what they start with at the beginning of the quarter, and they just regularly pull money out. But they don't grow it. Like you don't. They didn't get to like 3 million in an account and just keep growing it to like 12 million and keep trading that. They're like, no, that's I don't need that. And then mentally, it's crazy, and you have to like keep reinventing yourself if you're going to keep doing that. Like they figured out how big to trade, how often to trade, and what their trading process is, and they stuck with it for like decades.
That's kind of what I'm doing right now. So I keep my account kind of around the same area, and I'm pulling money out of it pretty consistently.
Yeah. I
But
think I've come to the conclusion that makes sense.
I would love to focus on more growth, and I'd love to put um, more money into, different avenues, but soon enough.
For, for the trading accounts, I think there's part of it is a mental thing, right? So like when you see, if you're used to losing $300 in a trade and then it goes to 500, 600, 1,000, 2,000, it really messes with you. It can take a lot longer than you think to like get used to that. But so I think that's part of it. The other one is just plain old like trader math. When you're calculating, okay, where are my stops usually? That equals how much of a loss, and how much is my normal daily gain, and like at what point do I stop trading? All these little like mental math that you have to do as a trader and to know when to stop, when you're doing well or when you're doing poorly. Uh, if you start increasing your account size and your trading size, all that changes,
Hmm.
and I think it's too much. It's too much for most people to handle, um, and that's where people get into trouble. I know I did repeatedly.
Yeah, yeah. That was kind of my biggest grievance with options. I like futures so much better because you can,
Mm.
to me
Yeah.
personally, futures allows me to have like a very defined plan where I
Mhm.
don't have to
Yeah.
worry about a bunch of extra variables, such as the Greeks and stuff like that.
Mhm. I agree. I agree. Options, things can go sideways faster than you can mentally calculate and accept. At least for
Yeah.
me.
And then you get pissed, right? And then
Yeah.
for me, it was much easier. I don't find myself going on tilt as often as I did when I was trading options.
Mhm.
Because to me, futures like you can go on tilt, but there's unlimited risk. For options, it's like, oh, I'm only going to lose what I put in.
Mhm.
So if I bet, a couple grand on this, I can only lose a couple grand. But if you really go on tilt on a futures account, you can lose, all of it relatively quickly, especially when
Yeah.
things are moving fast.
Yeah. I definitely like the idea of less variables. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I treat my options as like I treat my sports bets. So they're kind of, you know, I'm looking for only money that I'm completely cool with going to zero
Mm.
or kind of going 100%.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking for the bigger moves. And I've
Yeah.
found success doing that, matching those with kind of the A+++ setups that I see on NQRES.
Nice.
It's fun though. I do like to trade. It's like a game, and it's like a
Yeah.
puzzle. It's like an
Yep.
ever ending puzzle. And I like the fact that like I just took that long and got 50 points on runners and somebody else was playing the other side of that and they got beat. So I like that feeling.
Yeah.
If it's good or bad, pretty competitive, but
I definitely like when I've got a process and I follow it and it works. It's like, yes, this works.
hmm
I feel like, yeah, I feel like it feels like you won. It's not just the money, but it's like these little candlesticks and colors on a chart. Like, oh yeah, I understand how this works. At least
yeah,
this trade showed me that I got it right.
I agree with that 100%.
Were you guys trading much yesterday?
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
I had some really good trades, and then I had some really stupid trades. Found myself
Yeah.
kind of in a hole at one point, and then I kind of scalped my way out of it.
Yeah. I made a couple trades in the morning. I got lucky, did really well. I walked away. I came back. I was dumb and basically gave it all back, which I don't normally do. I normally set a 50% loss limit on what I've gained,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I was just dumb, and I gave back all of it, and then I got pissed. Then I
Yeah.
lost a bunch, and then got back to just under break even. I'm like, oh, fuck this. Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
had to walk away from it.
I was trading right up till the minute of when we closed yesterday, pretty much. I actually even swung a couple contracts in that little.
Yeah. Oh,
I got lucky. I think it was,
overnight.
yeah, well, not completely overnight, just from 5 East to when it opened back up. I held it a little bit longer and then I got out of it.
Yeah, it was. No, there was opportunities yesterday, and but most of the day was just some weird price action.
It got super weird around Powell
Yeah. Yeah,
as
the
it
market
usually
moved more
does.
around him than I expected. I didn't think. I don't know. It wasn't. There wasn't any announcement necessarily. He was just talking. I didn't think it was going to move that much, but I guess people really wanted to hear what he had to say.
Per usual.
Yeah,
Per usual. I
gotta
wish
lock
those
those
guys
guys
would just
behind a
shut up.
wall. Yeah, that's how he used to be.
Yeah, they should bring that
Release a
back.
report. Yeah, I've turned them into like financial celebrities.
Mm-hmm. They gotta be getting stupid rich behind the scenes every time they open their
Oh yeah.
mouth.
Oh holy hell. Yeah, Powell's.
Like,
He's well known to be very very wealthy. At
yeah.
this point, he's just working on his legacy. Like, what is he going to be remembered for?
Yep.
He's well beyond like needing a job or money, whatever. He's really made it. It's just legacy now. What statues are they going to build in my honor? That's where he
Yeah.
is.
He's been the chair for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
What what are some of the businesses that you are kind of involved with now?
Actually manufacture products overseas and import them, mostly into the U.S. We were in like a dozen different countries for a while, but basically, yeah, manufacturing of um, consumer and commercial products, like things you'd find in whether it's Walmart or in or sometimes even in parking lots, like for contractors, things that he'd use for construction.
Okay, I
Uh,
gotcha.
yeah, importing them by the container from Asia. That's been that one's been running for like 12 years.
That's pretty cool.
Um,
Are
I
you
also still. Hmm?
are you just invested in that? Are you managing it, running it? Like, what is your position
So
there?
I started it, and with people in a few different countries that run the processes to keep it going.
Yeah.
Before COVID, I went like I was in China like 5 times in the 18 months before COVID started up. So fair bit of travel with it. Then my wife has taken over much of the day to day.
So you can trade.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, because I started trading while I was running that. I'm like, yeah, I can't do both of these, especially with like Asia, the Asian time zone. I'm like, I was up at night most of the time, and then trading time comes. Like, I'm too tired to do this properly, so
Yeah.
I got to change something. Yeah, I've got a bunch of real estate rentals, um, and then I also still consult on the tech side for companies I used to work for years ago. I still do some tech stuff for them.
In what regard?
So I was a Linux system engineer, so I take care of some back end stuff for some big companies that do VoIP stuff. I used to handle email stuff and VoIP stuff, and so I still some systems in one of these companies that no one else really uh, knows the SMS side of things. So I actually handle the SMS texts backend servers for a company.
Huh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's not much to do there right now, but every once in a while there's some project that comes up and they need some help. Yeah, so that's a bunch of different things.
Yeah, I trade pretty much full time, work on Flow, and then I help my dad out with some stuff with his company.
What kind of business is it?
So they do um, reliability kind of IT for manufacturing companies. So they work with like SAP, DMSI, JDE, and kind of build out reliability routes for like lubrication, safety, operator basic care. And then there's like a suite of kind of hardware that we can put around that software to kind of alleviate downtime and have better processes.
Cool. That's his thing
Yeah,
that
he
he runs.
started it probably 10 years ago.
Nice.
Actually, as of last Saturday, so my dad he had a heart attack last Saturday,
Yeah,
and
sorry, man. Hope is he better now?
yeah, he is actually. It's kind of insane his recovery so far because he had a fight with the Grim Reaper back to back, but they brought him back.
Jeez.
But I've kind of gotten put in charge of his whole kind of administrative side of things that he was doing, so that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of cool to get that experience and that insight on dealing with a company that's, it's not large by any means, but 30-ish employees.
Yeah. A lot of stuff happens behind the scenes.
It does. It does.
I think it's important for people, like anyone, especially anyone in power, like elected officials, and that they get exposure to businesses and see how they really work, so they can understand decisions they're making and what that means for the people they're trying to serve and the people that like help the economy move forward. I mean, I don't mean to get political, but like the Canada's changed some rules here with capital gains, and like I've been slowly trying to get my money out of the country. I feel
Yeah.
like sometimes I feel like I'm in China trying to hide, get my money out of the country somehow in some sneaky way, but it's above board. It's like they're the government. I see I don't even, they is just like my neighbors basically, it's just people. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
these people keep making these terrible decisions.
Pop, you're
Like,
spot on, man. Like it's not like I'm also kind of working on my parents' businesses as well. Like we're mostly in like restaurants and hotels. So like whenever I'm
cool.
hearing stuff about like oh, we're gonna make like the restaurant minimum wage like 20, I'm like, okay, enjoy paying like $30 for McDonald's and every local
Yeah.
restaurant going bankrupt. Like
And that's what's
congrats.
happening. It happened like, you know, as soon as they say minimum wage is going up, you have to pay more benefits, whatever. And yeah, watch this.
Yeah.
And
It's
now
like,
it does
yeah, I mean
cost
like
like
it's a
$20
perfectly
for a person to go to McDonald's. What madness is this?
it's like a perfectly valid thought, right? Like people should make more money, but it's like, okay, like have you thought about the consequences of what that entails?
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
so frustrating. And then like local government is just the worst to deal with. Like I've just yeah,
yeah.
I've
The
gone like full conservative. Like the more I've gotten into like, small businesses, like I've just been like, okay, I see their point.
the thing that bothers me the most is the people who are pushing a lot of this stuff are not the ones that are willing to put in the work to be genuinely successful. They just want
Of
kind of
course.
a handout. And it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
putting in a
100.
lot of work to make what I do very successful, and then these people, like you need people, they're like there's always going to be people, and they're not, it's like a lower society, or they're not stupid or anything like that, but it's just you need workers to do these lower,
Yeah.
income jobs, and that's just how the world works. It's not right or wrong, but the world is also set up in a lot of places, not all, that you can, if you work very, very hard and you put in the time and the effort, you can find ways to be successful. But
Yeah.
it seems like we're going away from that idea to more of like a handout society, and that's historically never ended very well.
Yep.
Yeah, I will
I
die
agree.
on the hill that it is not that challenging to succeed in America if you make like smart choices.
Yeah.
It is. And like just the way like this country's biased towards like success is pretty shocking. Like like business bankruptcy doesn't affect your personal life is like something that no other country has, and like people still find a way to bitch.
Yeah, that's so crazy to me.
Yeah,
Like
it's
people
like
that
you
can
just
claim
you throw that in
bankruptcy.
the LLC and you can take degenerate level risk before, and like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, complete madness. Like for Canadians seeing how that works in America, like you guys, I think, can claim bankruptcy but still keep your house. Is that a thing?
Oh yeah. So in most
Like
places,
that's
even your retirement
madness.
accounts aren't touchable. So like my 401k can't be touched, my IRA can't be touched. And in a lot of
Like the,
states, there's even that exemption for like personal injury lawsuits. Like I DUI run a person over.
huh.
Like they can't take my house from me.
What? See, that makes no sense to me. Like if you
Yeah, they
fuck
can
up
like
so
they can take
bad,
my bank accounts, like my checkings accounts, my taxable brokerage. But in a lot of places, like they can't take my retirement accounts, and in most places,
oh,
like almost every state, they can't take your house.
well, that's a shield for stupidity right there. That shouldn't
Oh
be
yeah.
allowed.
No, that's why like dude, that's why America is like one of the better countries for like becoming successful. Like your stupidity is contained, the damage is contained.
There's some damage control.
Yeah, no,
That's,
it's like government sponsored damage control. There's
yep,
no other way to put it.
really is. That's madness to me.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's why like America has like so many like businesses, and it's like why like most of like
Yeah.
global GDP happens over here. It's just like we're set up for that.
Yep. And
A lot of
I think
people
those
don't realize
people.
it though.
Yeah, people don't really get the like I guess like the scope of opportunity that exists, and like
Yeah.
I feel like if more people understood that, they'd see that the system like it's not unfair. You're just like you're just picking the conservative side of like the economic system, and that's why you're getting like a little fucked.
Yeah. Minimal
I,
results.
I think
Yeah.
the,
Like
the biggest
if you don't put the risk in, like why the hell would you get like ownership level results like if you're not putting in ownership level skin in the game?
people are not taught risk assessment in school or in day-to-day life unless their family is in business. They
Yeah,
don't understand what risk really is. So
risk
like,
reward math is not taught in schools, and that's a big problem.
and that's the basis of starting a business. Like if I'm going to work for somebody else versus starting a business, okay, what is my real risk of starting a business? Worst case is I go find another job. My life
Mhm.
doesn't end. Like
Yeah.
it's just I
Yeah,
I
people are
just
just
go
afraid.
back to a good paying job.
As
So
long
go
as
start a business.
yeah, as long as you don't take debt out on your like fund your business, like it's basically a lottery ticket. Like it's low
Yeah.
cost. Like the only thing you're paying is your time.
Yeah, that's right. I might lose the next 18 months in working hard for something, but I'm probably going to get something out of it. I'm
Yeah.
going to learn something. I'll probably meet some interesting people. I'm going to learn how things work that I didn't know before. In the worst case is, I go back to a job.
Yeah. And you're better for it regardless. And like the journey,
Exactly.
running a business is not easy,
No,
at all.
God no.
No,
It's not, it's
definitely not.
very, very difficult, but it is fun to me at least. Like I enjoy the ups and the downs, and kind of the critical thinking aspect on how to deal with problems and how to
Hmm.
improve
Mhm.
systems and whatnot.
There is kind of like a certain amount of liberation. It's like both a burden and liberating in that like it depends on you. To an extent that feels good, but like also like I the stress of it can be intense at times.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way you get paid for it. Yeah, not everyone's cut out to do it, and that's fine. Some
Yeah,
people
no,
want to be a
exactly.
worker. They want a paycheck. They want their healthcare paid for them. That's okay.
Yeah, nothing wrong
But
with that.
but the people who are willing to take the risks need to be paid for it.
Yep.
Like Elon Musk, right? He was denied by some activists just for getting his payout. He didn't get
That was
a
like
paycheck for 10
that was
years.
insanity. I couldn't believe that actually went through.
Like talk about someone taking a risk.
Yeah.
He's 10 years he didn't take a payout with the understanding that he's going to get a killer payout if this insane bet, completely insane bet, pays off at Tesla. Like
Yeah.
the metrics the metrics he was going to get paid on were basically laughed at by everyone
Yeah.
who looked
No.
at them.
I
Like,
remember
you're
I
nuts.
remember
This isn't going to work for you.
I remember when it was announced, like Andrew Ross Sorkin literally laughed at it
Mhm.
on national
Yep,
television.
sure did.
It, it was insane. Like, I mean, even back then I was like, this guy's mentally retarded. There's no way.
Yeah, but he did it. Like, and he should be paid for it. In fact,
Yeah,
he should get more.
for
He,
Yeah.
the amount
yeah,
of money he returned for shareholders, the amount of value he brought to the world, or to anyone who invested in that company, is insane.
yeah, I was blown away.
Off the chart.
Have you guys
Off the
read
chart.
the Walter Isaacson Elon biography that he put
Yeah,
out
he comes off
maybe
as like
8 months
he
ago?
comes off as like a psychotic moron, but like I
Yeah.
also don't think that like I don't think that the character traits that make you a pleasant human being are the character traits that make you like the guy who can run two world-changing businesses
Hmm.
simultaneously. Like that's just not those things aren't compatible.
Well, yeah, I
I
mean, you
agree.
read about the Musk and the Steve Jobs and the Jeff
Yeah,
Bezos and
they're
all
all
they're
pricks.
all assholes.
Yeah,
But
no,
they
nobody.
have a vision and they're extremely driven to make that vision come to life. And they've done
Yeah,
extraordinary things chasing those dreams. But yeah, they've definitely shit on a few people in the process.
yeah, they're all horrible
Yeah.
people. Like I would, like the way I think about it is like I would be deeply disappointed if they were like my son-in-law or like daughter-in-law. But like that doesn't change the fact that like what they do is incredibly impressive. It's just like I would
Yeah.
not be friends with them and I would not want them in my family.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mind it. I think you need
I mean,
cut-throat
yeah, I know.
people in the
Like
world.
riding someone else's coattails would be pretty sweet. Like,
Yeah, I think
just
you.
imagine like a twat like Musk at like Thanksgiving dinner.
That would be
Like,
awesome.
Jesus
Be
Christ.
hilarious.
Yeah, it'd be funny for like a week, and after that, it'd be like, what'd you name my grandchild again? Like XAE12?
Oh man. Dang, that short that we called earlier
Yeah,
is
you
up
nailed it.
200 points,
Hmm.
Yeah, you had that.
and I got out at 41 points. That's terrible.
I haven't even been like, I've just been sitting here trying to run like a pro forma on like some staffing changes I'm considering. So like I haven't even been trading.
Didn't you take a short after I was in that long?
Oh yeah, 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 no, I did. I took that one short. Yeah, that got stopped. Obviously, that got stopped.
Oh dang, and then it rolled. That's tough.
Yep. Yeah, of course, just naturally.
I made my money this morning, and I'm trying not to trade.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a similar boat. I don't want a repeat of yesterday.
Exactly. It's a bit of PTSD for me. I
Yeah.
need to back off sometimes. Sometimes I'm getting better at figuring out how long it takes me to recover from dumb things I've done. But I find, yeah, it takes a little longer than I initially think to back off. I think it's something that'll come with more time doing this, like fast trading.
Do
Mm-hmm.
you just have like a do you have like an amount of money that's like that you would consider like enough for a day? Because like for me, it's like once I'm above like $500-600, that's when like I kind of flip that switch of like, okay, should I even be going further? And then like above 1,000, I'm just like, all right, yep, I'm done here.
Yeah, so I do. And so at a certain point, I'm like, I can relax now. I don't need to do more. And now my loss limit set at 50% is the other half
Hmm.
that I normally stick to. But it's sometimes like yesterday, I don't know why, but I ignore it. Um, so
Yeah, sometimes
normally
you
it's like,
feel like a little confident, like a little cocky, and then you go for it.
Man, we had
yeah,
that conversation top trade like a month or so ago. It's like you have and I have all these systems in place where it's like after a certain
Hmm.
amount of drawdown, my account's supposed to lock and I'm supposed to get
Yep.
off. But then at the
And
same
you turn that
respect,
feature off.
we also know how to go and turn that feature off. And
Yep.
so,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like the Max Payne thing. Like that works
Yeah.
if you like honor it and you don't disable it.
yeah,
That's right. That's exactly it.
because I've definitely disabled it some days, and some days it works
Oh,
off, and
so
then
bad.
some days I dig myself into a deeper hole, and I'm like, why did I
Yeah.
disable that?
Yeah.
Yep. And the worst part is like 8 out of 10 times or 9 out of 10 times it works, but that one time it doesn't,
You
and
blow
it
your account.
blows lots of things up.
Yeah.
Like literally
It's like
blows them up.
selling it. It's like selling insurance, you know. It's like 9 times out of 10, it's an incredibly profitable business, but that one time out of 10, you will lose everything.
Yeah.
Incidentally, I also sell a fuckload of options, so I do have experience with that. With getting fucked.
I want to start. Have you guys seen the John guy doing the spreads in
Uh,
Discord?
I Yeah, I've
No.
seen that. Like, I would be very wary of trading spreads because, like, if you think about options, especially from the selling perspective, you're looking for theta to help you. So, like, unless you want to make a directional play, that's one thing. If you're just looking for decay, I think naked options work better because, like, the decay is like purely in your favor. You don't have that long decay dragging you down.
Okay, that's interesting. So I'm completely ignorant to these concepts. I've never done them. I've never done much research in them, but I've seen
Yeah.
some of the stuff that he's been putting out, and I'm like, oh wow, like he's he's doing pretty
Yeah, man.
solid with it. But I've never attempted to learn or try that kind of strategy.
It's a good idea to like limit risk, right? But like you can also limit the risk by just putting a bracket order.
Yeah.
And like the trade itself, the Greeks are more, I guess, like quote unquote pure. Like they're less impaired by the long Greek. So that's just
Hmm.
like my point of view on it. Like that's why like I switched to futures options so like I don't have that gap risk because like there's nothing worse than like, having an SPX iron condor and then like waking up down 2% and it blew through your strikes.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. I don't know. There's so many different ways to extract money from the market. It's insane. So many different strategies, so many different vehicles that you can take. But like for me, there's commons, there's futures, and then there's calls and puts on options. Like I haven't really expanded my horizon too terribly much. And it's something I probably should do. But I like trading in Q. So, and I'm not terrible at it. So, is it
Yeah.
worth the
I think
time?
once you find something that works, I think it's good to stick with it.
Yeah.
At first, you need to figure out. It takes a while. It's weird looking back, and everything that I'd read or was told or taught. Like you need to figure out what it is that works for you. And I remember at the time thinking, no man, just tell me what works, and I'll smash the same buttons. But it doesn't work like that. You really need to find what works for you.
Hmm.
And that took longer than I thought it would, and cost me much more than I thought it would. But once you find it, I think there's nothing wrong with sticking with it. Like when guys were pit trading, there'd be one guy that trades just IBM. If you want to trade IBM, you go to him, and that's all he does. IBM every day for years. Like, and it's the same thing with any instrument. Like, there's people that only trade NQ basically every day for decades, and you can have a hell of a living doing that.
Yeah, that might be me.
Yeah,
I
I mean
love NQ.
specializing is like there's that I guess like diversification, but like there's like a play on it like diversification. Like, so it's just like diversity for diversity's sake does absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
That's a good way to think about it. Or I guess I don't know if it's right or wrong, but it's an interesting take to look on it?
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
you were,
yeah, I mean, I'm plenty diverse, don't get me wrong. It's just like I have like specific reasons for each of them. It's not like I don't just like buy shares of Apple and it's like, all right, let me hedge by like buying shares of IBM, which like I do see quite a bit of people doing crap like that.
you know, we were talking about like crazy entrepreneurs before. You know, the highest levels of success are typically found by people who focus on one thing, or all their money in a specific area. Like their money goes into a business or a couple of businesses. All the entrepreneurs have done the same thing, whether it's Elon Musk or Steve Jobs or Bill Gates, even Buffett. Most of his money is in just a handful of a couple of stocks.
Mm-hmm.
But that said, so I think
It's
it's okay
survivor
to,
bias, you know? Like we see
yeah,
you guys
that's true.
work out, not the homeless man on the corner screaming at us.
Yeah, exactly what I was about to say is those guys made it awesome, but there's a million people behind them that put all their money into whatever business that they were interested in and they lost it. So it's good to find something that works for you and then, go for it. But as you make money doing that, put some of that money elsewhere so that you have a nest egg in case things blow up. Like I was saying, if the market drops, let's say 40%, there's some insane drop. I can't have not only my trading account be smaller and have problems, but also have like my retirement, my kids' future, my home. Like I can't have all of that drop at the same time. Like if I've invested or borrowed money against all of it, I can't have all that in one place.
Yeah, but
So it's fine to make your money in something you figured out, like NQ. You figured out your niche, awesome. There's infinite money basically in NQ.
Yeah.
You and everyone can have a proper, literal king's living trading NQ. But when you make your money on it, pull some out, put it somewhere else where it's safe away from the market in case there's a 40% drawdown, which can happen. Put it somewhere else. Have some money somewhere else.
Yeah, just kind of, I was told, growing up, you don't want all your eggs in one basket. But it also takes money to get to the point where you can have other
That's right.
baskets, right? Like you
yeah,
can't
Yep. You,
start
you got to
off,
focus for a while.
yeah,
yep.
And the idea of balance, I think people mess that up all the time. Like having a balanced life, I think that's complete bullshit. You got to have, in general, in aggregate, you should have a balanced life, but you're going to go through periods of extreme imbalance where you work. I did 100-hour weeks for years.
yeah,
So that was imbalanced. But overall, now over the years, I've also been able to take months off and vacation. I've been able to do things that brought some balance in place. Like there's, like say on Saturday mornings, like I only do things with my kids for Saturday, even though every month there's like I've got groups of investors and entrepreneurs that I meet with. Sometimes they want to meet on Saturdays. I'm like I miss them all. I won't do it because Saturday now is for my kids because I did 100-hour weeks for so long when they were younger that now I'm trying to bring some balance back. So the whole balance thing too kind of drives me nuts with how people misunderstand what that really means and what it takes to be successful. You got to go through periods of extreme imbalance in order to find some balance. I haven't known any other way. I haven't
yeah,
met anyone that's been able to have like, a 4-hour, 6-hour workday, and the rest of the time, they split it between the family and working out. It doesn't, split out your day in 4-hour chunks. I've never seen that.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
actually functions.
yeah, I mean, to your point, Top, like I had to do something similar in my career to get to the point where like I have this like do very little email job. Like it was
Mhm.
4 years of like working as a strategy consultant, like 16-hour days, like flying to bumfuck nowhere, like Fargo, North Dakota, and shitholes like that. Like it's just like yeah,
Yeah.
there's a price for everything, and like I feel like people don't want to pay the price and like but they want the gains of it. And like I don't think there's anything wrong with choosing not to pay the price. I have plenty of friends who like they don't give a shit about their career or how much money they make. But like they also don't complain about not having as good of a financial situation as like I do. So like I feel like that's just I feel like people just miss that decision. It's just you just gotta pick a choice and just be happy with the consequences. Like I missed a ton of
Yeah.
I missed a ton of hangouts with friends, like ton of great memories, but like for me the trade-off was worth it. So I don't know. It's just, make a call
Yeah.
and just be confident in it.
I
Wait,
agree.
so Top
And
Trade,
early
you're
on,
telling me that everybody on FinTwit that makes 500% plus options trades a day and they go to the gym, they're driving Lambos. You're telling me that that's not a lifestyle that we can live?
Yeah, that was personally offensive, Top.
truth hurts, man.
Uh,
I got no other way to say that.
Telling me there's
Well,
not
candy
more
coat stuff.
simple.
oh, that's hilarious.
There's so much fake shit. It takes a while to figure out. Well, I don't know. Some of it's blatantly fake, but sometimes it takes a while to weed out the heathens from the reality.
That
I
is
found that there's
true.
like I find that there's like a direct correlation between like how autistic the people sound on Twitter and like how good they actually are. It's just like Simon sounds like borderline like mentally handicapped in his tweets. Like that guy
Yeah,
cannot write to save his life.
yeah,
Oh, that's
I
funny.
agree.
That's like one of the things is with Flow is we wanted like more organic growth and we haven't pushed like super heavy marketing stuff is because
That's smart.
we
I like
want a
that.
more transparent, a more real community. Like I want to have conversations like we're having with people that are interested in the same things over selling, a subscription. I want to build a cool product over trying to actually just sell subs and live off subs. I can live off my trading. So I'm not pressed to do that where I feel like a lot of those people on, Twitter and social medias that are just like it's blatantly insanity, and it blows my
Mhm.
mind that people buy into it. But
I mean, it's like I think it's one of those things like the grift works until it doesn't. So like I mean, I think what you guys are doing is a lot more sustainable. Like your peaks will be a lot lower, but your valleys will be a lot higher, which I think, based on what you guys like your risk reward tolerance, like that seems to be what you go for. So yeah.
yeah,
I think like I was saying, like it's just a personal call that you got to make and like be willing to stand by. Can't get all like, sour grapes when, people are doing better than you or people are doing worse than you.
yeah, I could give a fuck.
Yeah, that's the healthiest way to live. Like just look
Yeah,
at your own pocketbook and keep going.
but I mean, kind of the basis of putting Flow together was seeing all that nonsense out there, and I was like, okay, how can we build a community that isn't driven directly by this? And granted, we're in our infancy, right? But there's like a lot of cool stuff that we're working on behind the scenes that you guys aren't privy to. Um, and I think it's going to bring a lot of value to people, and it's real. It's not bullshit. And people are selling a lot of bullshit, and we wanted to take things in a different direction and have something more authentic and something with like actual utility.
Yeah, the thing that like I'm most looking forward to from you guys is your ETF bots. Like I feel like
Yeah.
that's like the literal perfect application for machine learning because like you don't have as much like idiosyncratic stock risk. You have a lot more rationality in what drives it. Like I feel like that's going to be a home run, especially in like a 401k or an IRA account. So we're like rebalancing costs dick all nothing.
Yeah.
That's going to be the greatest.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Um, for
Yeah, I
that to
plan
be
to full
released.
spend my 401k into that. So, make sure it works.
Oh, of course, of course.
And I'm also
We're
gonna I'm gonna leverage my parents' 401k and just go all in.
we're we were gonna launch actually in a couple days, but we're gonna keep the beta open for a little bit longer just to continue to polish stuff up because we're not gonna put out a half-assed product for you guys. Like we're gonna make sure that it's done right and it's very useful. It has high value
If you're a
before we kind of make that switch to a more of a paid service.
if you're willing to share, like how's it handling the this kind of latest like macro uncertainty? I am curious about that.
For the so the current alerts, right? They look at some technicals on the backside, but it's mostly reading the options order flow chain based off some baseline criteria that we've been kind of tweaking for this what 2 years now, and playing around with. So it's very it pulls some really good trades out, but it also doesn't, right? And you guys have seen that. And it's not nearly as sophisticated as the system that we've put together for the ETF stuff. And I'm excited for when we do officially release that, because I think it's a lot cooler how we've gone about building it and how the whole system, it kind of reads technicals and it reads the flow chain at the same time and vice versa, right? So it's looking at a lot more information, it's digesting a lot more information, and and it's going to be pretty powerful. So matching that with kind of some of the dashboard features and some of these analytics and stuff that we're also tying into the ML models for the things for the program to look at is it's going to be pretty cool. And then having a charting system that shows based off certain dynamics, how you can trade these alerts and recommended stops, recommended take profits based off different technicals and different information, that the system's looking at. It's displaying it to the users in a very simplistic way. I know that was very high level, but I hope that answered the question.
No, it does. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting my hands on that. Sorry, I'm like also doing like work stuff here at the
Oh
same
no, you're
time.
good. Yeah,
What's
we're
your
gonna.
what you guys like a target for getting that out at? Like when are you guys thinking it's ready?
I mean, theoretically, I could turn it on to you guys pretty much right now, but from a testing standpoint, I would say um, there's a couple more things that I want to tie into it, which are getting currently built, which are also part of kind of the analytical stuff that I'm talking about that's going to be displayed on the dashboard. Um, so some different gamma stuff and some other ideas. So I guess to answer your question, ETF bots to you guys, I'd say within the next 2 months, potentially
Cool.
sooner, but I would feel probably I'm comfortable saying kind of a 2-ish month time frame.
Nice.
The kind of the MVP of the dashboard, that'll be probably the next couple weeks is we'll have something that's pretty solid that we're happy with. And then we're working on in like a so we're plugging in all of our data into like a GPT AI chatbot, so you'll be able to ask kind of, it's not financial advice by any means labeled strictly as education, but you'll be able to ask kind of our flow chatbot questions and it'll be tied in with live data. So that's another thing that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that I think is going to drive a shitload of value because like
Yeah.
I think that's where like the AI thing is really going to be super valuable. It's just like synthesizing information for you, like in like a few minutes faster.
Yep.
Because
And
like
then
I think that's going to be a game changer, even for like regular W-2 kind of jobs, like just getting information quicker.
yeah, and we're plugging it into the charting system too, so you can be like,
Uh,
hey, chart support resistance levels, and then it'll just auto-populate on the chart on the dashboard. Or hey, do XYZ, show me this, and it'll kind of automated do a lot of things for you just by asking the chatbot to do it.
Yeah, that sounds fucking sick.
Yeah. Like I said, dude, there's a lot of super, super cool stuff that's going on behind the scenes. And flow is in its infancy. You know, the ideas are endless on the directions that we can take it and the utility and applications we could apply. But the ETF is kind of a big thing we're working on. The chatbot is a big thing we're working on. We've talked about doing a journaling kind of like can't remember what that one software is where you can like track all your trades, plug in your brokers through the API and stuff like that, and then using AI to kind of give insights if you use it correctly. Tying in some models, it'll kind of, you know, based off your historical data, it'll give you recommendations on improvement. So we have kind of the I don't even know if I want to call it the base of that built, but we have some of that built, but we kind of have pushed that more to the side to get some of this other stuff done that we think will be higher value. But it's cool. I mean, any things that you guys are interested in having, any ideas on things you think would be cool? I mean, we got some pretty good devs that can do just about anything. So if it's a feature that we haven't thought of or a way to enhance the application, throw it in the ideas and improvement or shoot me a
Mhm.
DM, and it's definitely something that we'll scope out. We want it to be, you know, more of a community organically built project. So, you know, we want people like you guys to be not necessarily like invested in flow, but want to be a part of flow, want to be a part of our community and grow as we grow and use the application to extract some dollars from the market, learn some things, and then be able to trade with, you know, have these kind of
The
conversations.
the only other thing that like I would like think would be super valuable would be if you could like ever figure out a way to even partially automate trading of the futures algo, that would be sweet. Like, but yeah, no, but like I know like how complex something like that is. So that's like a pie in the sky kind of thing. But like that would be like my one kind of dream.
Yes. So, yes. So, okay, here's what I can tell you about that because that's
Okay,
also
let's hear it.
something that's in the works. So Sierra, as you know, is kind of a pain in the ass. They don't really give you good access to data. Their data is kind of a little wonky. Polygons, they're about to have futures data. And then based off of our program that we have for the options, we can, the overarching system will work for futures by the means that we can change different variables. We can have it look at different data from the standpoint of the structure, right? So
Mhm.
when Polygon releases the futures data, we can plug that in, and we're going to put a lot of these concepts that we're doing with the algo into our system, and then also the rest of the information. So it kind of the same idea with what we've been doing with the option is taking a base level criteria, applying access to all the data, and then letting the computer go find better patterns and better situations and training those
Okay.
models to get smarter. We're going to do a similar concept with the future side of things. So that'll spit
Okay.
out futures kind of alerts, like AI alerts, quote unquote. and then there'll be so the way our lawyer, the business lawyer, kind of explains things is because we're not licensed, we can't just directly sell an auto trader, but if we give it enough variables, so there's a back-end system, but the
Huh?
user can change their risk, their reward, and some
Right.
different kinds of features. That allows us to be able to push that application out without having these licenses and whatnot.
So like basically like the closest you could get to like a fully automated system would be like something where like I come in, I say like, okay, here's my like stop and scale strategy. Here are like the setups I want to hunt. So it's like I get the choice on like basically what I'm taking, but the bot is like what automates the taking of it. Is that
Exactly, yeah.
accurate?
So you would put, how you want to scale, how you want to trail, how aggressive you want to be, what kind of strategy you're looking for. If it's more of a scalp kind of thing, or are you looking for more of a, trying to trade like I do, where I try to catch bigger moves. Um, and then you can apply those different variables to the system, and then according to um, the lawyer, he said that that would be enough to kind of keep us in a safe zone. So yeah,
Okay.
that's something that is pretty scoped and pretty much planned. We're just waiting on the data from Polygon.
Cool. Yeah, that'd be sick. That's the thing I'm most looking forward to because like Sean and I have been trying and failing on that one for quite some time.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, me and Sean get on a lot too, and I've gotten it profitable, but I haven't gotten it profitable enough to want to
Yeah,
put money into it. So I've
yeah.
been able to make it profitable, um, but not to the extent that I'm comfortable. Or I mean, it would even be worth it to like throw some apexes on it. And I've gotten a drawdown, so it wouldn't tag me on the drawdown. And I don't know. Yeah, it's a bitch with Sierra because it's so linear, but using kind of from an artificial intelligence standpoint, letting the computer kind of make more decisions. Um, I think that's going to be a big key to kind of actually figuring it out instead of having a granular system because it's pretty
Yeah, that's the
difficult.
issue is like defining every goddamn edge case because like to your point, like the max profit factor I ever got it to was like 1.69, which is like not bad. Like that's
Yeah.
objectively good. But like I don't want to like for 1.69, I'm not gonna like hook it up to an account and walk away for 2 weeks and then come back and check on P&L.
Yeah. Yeah,
But I do
so we're gonna do the same kind of auto trade system with the options, the ETF
That's
stuff,
gonna be huge
and
because
they'll,
like by the time
yeah,
like I can read the trade log and like get the order in, like it's moved past the fill.
yeah. So we'll have similar auto trade system for the option stuff, and then there's a couple other bots that we're working on and scoping out. So some more swing stuff, like a M7 specific. So yeah, there'll be a lot of opportunity. We're also so we're putting like where you can kind of filter order flow yourself and build your own criteria, kind of like an unusual whales or cheddar flow or something like that. But you'll be able to go in and put the variables and the criteria that you want to look at and then plug it into our program, and then there'll be a feature where you can kind of back test that strategy because we save all the data, so we have access to all the historical data,
Oh, that's
so you'll
amazing.
be able to back test it. Some of this stuff is farther down the road, of course, but it's all kind of in the pipeline of the direction that we're moving. I think the next big things are going to be the MVP of the dashboard, the ETF bot, the chat bot, and then as soon as Polygon does the damn futures data, we'll grab that. But they're working on some compliance issues with CME here. Yeah, I think it's CME. I'm sure that's gonna be a fucking pain in the ass to deal with on our side too. Can't wait to see how expensive that is.
Yeah, that's yeah. Data costs will always, drive me up the fucking wall.
Yeah, it's nuts. But it's cool. There's like I said, there's a lot of stuff that kind of is in the pipeline, and we want to make sure the foundation of everything is built super well, so when we plug it into these different applications, it makes the most sense. So, like I said, FLOH's in its infancy. We all are, everybody on the team is kind of locked in for the long haul.
But yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to seeing how that progresses.
Yeah, me too. Of course. Yeah, I don't know a lot of stuff on development and back end shit, and I want this done now. Get this done in a week. And they're like, yo, this is not a week job. But it's been fun.
Yeah, that's one of the funnier things is like dealing with coders as like a business person is like, what the fuck do you mean? Like it's gonna take you like 3 months to know if you can do this. Like how?
Yeah, just do it. Like,
Just make it happen. Like type numbers in and make it happen.
but then you hear like, this is what I've done and this is how it's structured, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, that probably did take a lot of work. Like, yeah, and that sounds pretty cool how that's done.
No, you can never let them know that you think that about them though. You can't let them get an
Yeah,
inflated sense of self-worth.
exactly. Oh, all right, I think I'm gonna pop off and get some food. Kind of, trend down day. Not doing anything too crazy. I thought we caught some really good moves. I'm definitely green on the day. So I'll probably be back around in a little while, but I'm gonna go grab some food, take the dog out, and I will catch you guys in a little bit. Tasia, Top Trade, always a pleasure.
Good chat, man.
Yeah, you guys stay safe in the markets, and I'll catch you guys a little bit later.
Yeah, see you, dude.
See ya.
Talk to you later.